Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail. Very appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Is it necessary that I drink my own urine? No, but I do it because it's sterile and I like the taste.
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
Because of your quick thinking and bravery, you turned a potential Chernobyl into a mere 3-mile island.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, remember when we were kids and we wanted to be double dragons? Welcome to Plotty Time. So we'll just do it. We'll go right into our normal segment, our favorite segment of every week. What are you playing? What are you watching? What are you doing? We're starting with the man of the hour, Dr. Syintist. What's going on with you?
All right, what did I watch? I watched some Picard. You know, gotta keep up with that.
They still coming out with new ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Just
not
meh?
Falling off.
I'm not entirely sold on it yet. It's kind of. We'll see how it goes. The first season was much better.
How far are they into season 2?
Couple episodes.
Couple? Oh, they got time to turn it around.
Yeah. Watch some meh movies.
Ooh, my favorite kind.
This isn't one of them. I watched Incarnation. It's called.
Incarnation. That sounds familiar.
It has Taye Diggs and Michael Madsen, and like Taye
Oh, boy.
Diggs and his wife get this house, and it's kind of like they start getting possessed or whatever, and Michael Madsen's like the owner, and they rent it from him. Then it turns supernatural.
Interesting.
Sure, watch it. It's not good.
Okay.
Man,
Well-
I don't know this one at all. Some of these Michael Madsen movies are just sneaking by me, guys. I don't know how I'm missing them.
You got to set your alerts up.
Dude, he'll take any fucking role.
Set up Google Alert.
It's insane.
You'd be flooded with Michael Madsen.
Yeah, I'm looking at his IMDb, and he's in like 6 movies a year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least.
Well, he
Good for
needs
him.
them because
Still
they're
working.
so low budget.
Yeah.
Oh, I was listening to the Always Sunny podcast, and they were talking about the only actor, I believe, and I could have this wrong, the only person that no-showed on them ever was Michael Madsen.
It's really his best role, probably.
Well, it was for the role. The agent, like Michael Madsen's agent's like, yeah, he's out of the country on like a custody thing. So he wasn't showing up that day. And they said that his agent, Michael Madsen's agent's like, hey, I also represent, oh God, what's his name? The guy who was the truck driver in It's Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah, okay. Was that supposed to be Michael Madsen?
That was supposed to be Michael Madsen.
I think the other guy played it better.
We'll
I can't
never
remember
know.
his name. But he was like, I want you guys to split me open like a coconut.
So good.
That guy, that character.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, I'm looking at his name. But it is, I got this. I'm going to feel really, Tom Sizemore.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So that agent does all the crazy people, I guess.
Such a good character, that truck driver. I also watched a movie called It Follows. It's an older one.
Yeah. That's the one if you have sex.
Yeah, it's like a sexually transmitted demon comes
Demon,
after you.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
It was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, definitely a watcher.
All right. I know I've put it on a couple of times. I don't think I've watched it, though. Like,
It's a little bit slower. It really is. But
Yeah.
yeah, I get distracted
I mean,
easily.
he kind of just they kind of just walk towards you. It's kind of
Yeah, it's not, like, scary.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
And I also watched one movie called No One Gets Out Alive.
that sounds slappy as fuck.
That sounds...
It
I think-
kind of is. He'll love it.
I feel like I did watch it.
It's about an undocumented immigrant, and she moves to Cleveland to get a job, and she ends up getting room and board at this weird house run by a weird dude.
Doesn't sound familiar.
And she ends up like getting stuck there, and then some weird stuff starts happening. She like hears crying in the middle of the night and can't find people who are doing it. And
So it's a supernatural thriller.
yeah,
All right.
I know I've seen the poster. I think like it's crazy how much overlap there is between the three of us and our algorithms.
Yeah, seriously.
Because even though you guys will often hit movies that are you've both seen and watched that were all like both on Prime or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I've definitely seen these posters. I don't know. It's very strange.
yeah, but it's probably the best out of this. I mean, It Follows is pretty good too, but this one was all right. I'd recommend watching both of them.
All right.
Yeah, watch all three if you want to watch a shitty movie first.
Fuck it. Michael Madsen. Just do
Yeah.
it.
I mean, seriously, how bad can it
What
be?
else? What did we?
He plays like a bad cowboy too. It's not even like
Oh, that's his best.
It's the best Michael Madsen.
kind of like how he was in Kill Bill, but just worse acting.
Sounds amazing. Just phoning it in.
Yeah, yeah. Howdy, folks.
He does it so often. You'd think he'd accidentally be good at it by now.
Yeah, right. That's just bad script writing. That's all that is.
That's what it is, for sure,
His
for
fault.
sure, for sure. If he just got the one project that was right in his Q zone,
It's not really in my zone, is it?
palm tree girls like palm tree. Oh, that's good times.
Hell yeah.
No, don't give it to him. Anyway, like you were saying.
And then the only thing I played this week was a game called Curved Space.
Curved.
Yeah, it's like a twin stick shooter, but it's 3D. And
You
you're
just
like,
go on a globe.
kind of. They're like asteroids and stuff. They're weird. They're almost globe
Okay.
shaped, but there's like little bumps and stuff on them, and you're going around trying to fight off enemies. And
Okay.
it was pretty fun.
I have a theory that every person plays twin stick shooters to start and is like, this is so easy, it's not even fun. And then they play them nowadays and it's like, holy shit, this got out of hand so fast.
Yeah, it gets to a point
gets
where
nuts.
it's so hard.
Yeah. It's not my kind of hard game.
I hear you. Because I feel like if I do pass a level that's really difficult, it's just completely luck.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
hear
and then this is like you're on the outside of surfaces, so your bullets travel around the outside.
Around the outside.
Yeah, around the outside.
that. Around the outside.
And so it's kind of like you can hit enemies you can't see and stuff.
Oh,
but you
yeah,
gotta
okay.
try and get used to that.
Okay,
But
okay.
it was fun. It was fun for while it lasted. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
See what I'm
I hear
saying?
you, bro.
It's
Yeah.
a good time waster.
Yeah, but that's all I did this week. Nothing really exciting except watch It Follows.
Yeah.
What about you, Poppascotch? What'd you play, watch, do, whatever?
I'm going to talk about my game second because I have a lot more to talk about there. But have you guys noticed, maybe you did, Chump Slap, I don't know if you would, Dr. Syintist, because I don't know if it's on the PlayStation 4, but PlayStation 5 now has trophy hints in your trophy list.
Oh, really?
Like how to get them?
Yeah, like you go into your trophy list, and then you click on the trophy if you don't have it, and it'll have like a little icon that says hint, trophy hint, or whatever. So you click on it, and then it'll show you a little video of how to do it.
Oh, even if it's... What if it's a secret trophy?
If it's a secret, they won't show it, or I think if it's like a collectible, they're not going to show you getting all like 700.
Yeah.
They might show you a video about like what the collectible looks like, and you
Yeah,
can find the
yeah.
rest of them.
No, I didn't even look. I should.
Yeah,
check
that's
that,
interesting.
But I just noticed that. But I watched, I caught up with a couple of TV shows. I watched a little bit more of Succession,
Yeah.
which, dude, it's the same thing. I've said it before, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but it's just like Game of Thrones. Like, it's good. I certainly don't think it's bad,
hmm
but I just don't get all the fuss. It just seems like we keep going in like weird circles with it, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
But I'm going to wait till I catch up because I hear the third season's a real banger, guys.
Oh, that's where it takes off, man.
But I also finished season 3 of You. You guys
yeah?
remember that show? Have I told you
Yeah.
about that show?
That's like the stalker one?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the third season. I mean, it's pure trash. Like, it's trash television.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, it's like, it reminds me of
That's good.
like how Nip
Trash
Tuck
TV's good.
felt.
Oh, Nip Tuck was so good for the first couple seasons.
It was, but then it got so trashy.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the other day, like, wasn't there a plot line in Nip Tuck where they made this, the women of the show made this face lotion that had semen in it? That happened, right? Like,
That
I think so,
sounds
yeah.
like something, yeah. I don't
that
remember.
sounds like a Nip Tuck story.
It went off the rails when they moved to Hollywood
Mhm.
or Florida. Did they start in Florida and move to Hollywood, or start in Hollywood? No, they started in
No,
Florida.
they started in Miami, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. And when they moved is when it got really bad.
I forgot they moved, but yeah, that's right, because they
Remember, he does like the plastic surgery to turn the one woman into a cat.
oh
No.
god, what a trash. That's our next podcast. We're watching every episode of Nip Tuck.
The Nip Tuck will start at season 1, episode 1. It was so good for the first couple seasons too.
Yeah. Well, is that just your memory
Yeah,
glamorizing
seriously.
it, or does it still hold up? If you people out there want to hear a Nip Tuck podcast,
Yeah, let us know.
let
'cause
us know.
I'll definitely watch it.
Absolutely. So I finished season 3 of You. Still some. It had a good story reset. It was, I'll watch season 4, whatever. It's trashy enough. Then I watched more Ted Lasso.
Mm-hmm.
So making my way through that. Still a great show. I enjoy it. But what I really want to talk about is a movie I watched called Incident in a Ghost Land, which was not great.
That's not the one with Nicolas Cage, is it?
No, there's no Nicolas Cage. I would have remembered Nicolas Cage.
Did I see that, or did I just see one called Ghostland?
So maybe you did, but it was a tale. It wasn't a tale. It was a bummer. Like, actually, it wasn't a bad movie, but it was a bummer. It was about these two girls who were like sisters. They're teenagers. Their mother, single mother, I suppose, takes them to the house of their grandmother who just passed away, and she was like a weird, eccentric like French woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in this small town. They go into the house to like start packing or whatever, and home invasion happens.
Okay, that sounds
yeah.
And I don't want to ruin, like, there's a big twist to it. I don't want to ruin, but
it's the grandmother.
Oh, that would have been great.
Everybody was a vampire, actually.
I can't tell if he's being serious or not.
I doubt it.
Well, it was done by no, I'm not. It was done by the guy who did Martyrs. Did you ever see that one? Did we talk about that one?
I don't remember.
Maybe
Martyrs. I think Syintist. I think you saw it, but Martyrs was the one where a girl got taken hostage and like skinned alive, she could die and see God, and then tell the important people about the God she saw.
Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
It's from 2008.
Yeah.
And you don't watch it for the story. That movie's fucking intense. But
okay,
it's not very
good.
But
I mean, I don't think it slaps a bit.
I might check it out. Martyrs.
It moves the slap needle.
Oh, he wasn't even talking about Martyrs.
Oh.
No, Martyrs is fucking nuts. And that is only for people who are like, no, dude, I need to see the most intense horror film ever. Blah. Check that out. And then think about your life decisions.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, Instant Ghostland, I'd say check it out if you're in the mood for a well-done bummer as fuck movie.
I like bummers.
Yeah.
There you go. But the game I played, so I want to talk about, I really got into Alan Wake.
Oh, you did now? Nice.
There are 6 episodes, and I am halfway through episode 4. No, I finished 4. I'm halfway through episode 5.
Okay.
God damn. Flying through it.
It's not that long of a game, really.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is like running through the woods with a flashlight. But
so you're not scouring every inch of the woods looking for hidden treasures?
Game.
Well, the fun part was I didn't read the trophy list before I started. I just wanted to play the first playthrough on easy, just go through it, see what the fuss is all about. But I kept collecting fucking thermoses.
Okay.
They were one of the collectibles. Eventually, I got a trophy, and I realized they were collectibles. But there were so many goddamn thermoses everywhere. And I just thought to myself, like, wouldn't it be hilarious if a game developer took, like, a game like this, like Alan Wake or Control or some kind of, the world can shift type game, and they just put collectibles in it. And every time you got collectibles, like, more showed up, and they just didn't mean anything. So crazy people would be like, I found 700 of these things. I don't know how many there are, man. Like, I just keep grabbing them.
Yeah.
Nobody steal my idea. Seriously.
When the Shadow of the Colossus remake was made, they hid like coins all around and didn't tell anybody or didn't put any trophies in it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually people found them all on the through Reddit and stuff. People just searched them all down and they were all in weird places and stuff.
Yeah, there were coins in Destiny too.
Yeah, and then the event once they found them all, they didn't know exactly what it did. So then they spent like another week trying to figure out what all the coins did, and they eventually found like another sword.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's pretty neat.
That's interesting that it was actually a payoff. I was saying the joke would be there is no payoff.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was reminding me of that. It was like they never said anything about it, and people just like randomly found them just exploring the world in Shadow of the Colossus.
That's
cool.
Sure.
And they brought it up on Reddit, and then people just hunted them all down. And then they found like a counter somewhere randomly on the map that was counting them as they were collecting them, and they're like, "Oh, I guess we have this many more."
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Fucking cool.
Anyway, back to Alan Wake.
Yeah, but Alan Wake, they have AWEs in this game, which made it to Control.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot a lot about Control, so I might play that again next because I have the PlayStation 5 one. I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, it's good, man. It's like Control with guns instead of weird powers, and
it doesn't sound.
It's in the Pacific Northwest rather than in a building. The Pacific Northwest.
The Morph West.
Morph West.
You never played the DLC about Alan Wake's The Oz in Control,
No.
did you?
No.
Mm.
So that's why I might want to go back and play those. But
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's freaky. It's weird. Combat's getting a little repetitive, but yeah, it's kind of an older game, right? It's showing its age a little,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but story's still compelling. So far, I suggest it, but I'll keep you guys posted when I beat it.
All right. Sounds good.
But that's all I got. How about you, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, remember when I said I was going to pop in Cyberpunk and try that out?
You didn't do that, did
Way
you?
back last week?
Yeah. I didn't do it.
Called it.
Nice. Excellent.
I just played more Elden Ring.
I played more Elden Ring. I just looked up shit that I didn't have. Tried to get all collectibles
Is there a
and shit.
new game plus like Demon Souls,
Yeah.
where the enemies are harder and you start to go through and
Yeah.
Okay.
But nothing changes other than enemies being harder.
war doesn't change?
That's true. But I went through, grabbed all the talismans I could, all the
Oh, talismans.
sorceries and incantations and such. You know what I'm talking about. Picked up weapons I missed. It didn't really take that long because I didn't miss much because I was a freak, but I still did miss shit.
Spent a lot of time searching in that game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. That's my favorite kind of game, is a searcher, you know? First
Oh,
person
he
searcher.
would love that if you picked up a collectible, 2 more randomly appeared on the map.
Oh my god, it'd be sick.
That's the person, like the people, the completionists, the anxiety-filled people. They're like, I gotta find them all. I gotta clear everything before I get here. There might be
Yeah.
one down here, and you just make people complete.
I
their
could have
own
sworn I
goals.
checked this place and now there's one there.
It's like when I first played Fallout New Vegas, I had to buy every caravan card I found until I had hundreds of them by the end of the game.
Jeez. I don't even remember how to play Caravan. I just remembered it was in the game, and I had to learn it to get a trophy. And by the time I figured it out, I got the trophy and never had to play it again.
Dude, I had an unbeatable deck when I first played. I couldn't figure out how to play it the second time. I was like, I don't remember this. Fuck it. Who cares? But yeah. But I didn't play Fallout New Vegas. I still played Elden Ring. But I think I'm done with it now, guys.
Oh, yeah, I don't believe it.
You sure?
Maybe a new game plus, maybe a new game. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
But I watched some things. I watched the first 4 episodes of The Righteous Gemstone Season 2.
Oh, nice. How do you like it so far?
It's good. It's weird. I don't know where they're going with it, but it's pretty dark, like you said.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything and give anything away, but yeah, it gets real in the second season.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, there's still funny parts in it and stuff, but it seems pretty serious.
Oh, it gets farty. Don't worry. There's plenty of
thank
fart. Wait
God.
till
He was
Billy Baby
worried.
comes back.
I really was. And I finished Attack on Titan. You guys ever see this one?
I'm aware of it. I have not seen any of it.
Well, the second part of the final season aired finally. The last episode of the second
Oh,
part
so it's over now?
of the finals. No. Apparently there's a third part of the final season coming next year. I don't even know if I want to watch it anymore. Kind of annoyed. This whole season was just build up to the final battle that's going to happen or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a real kick in the dick when you're like, oh, I waited so long for this.
Is it gonna be like another 3 years before the last part comes out or whatever?
They say next year is the rumors I've heard, but we'll see. You know what I mean?
Well, you know how rumors go.
They're usually correct.
Yeah.
Almost always.
I watched this movie called Time Raiders. Right? Sounds good, huh?
Did I see
Sounds
it?
amazing. Tell us all about it.
Well, there's this dude, and his daughter dies in a house fire, so he wants to
Jesus.
travel back in time and save her. So he hears about this ancient temple, and he's trying to find it. And there's Nazis on the island, or no.
Maybe I have seen it.
Well, there are Nazis, but they're working for the Soviets, trying to find the temple so they can get it. So he just wants to get it so he could travel back, save his daughter. And he runs into these 2 other Americans who are there, just like 2 jerk-offs.
Yeah, Americans, you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
And they go with him to find this ancient temple. And he eventually finds it. And I don't want to ruin it for you, but it ends.
Did he come?
Jesus Christ, man. But I don't know. It was kind of like, it was stupid. Definitely a stupid movie, but it was entertaining enough. You know what I mean?
I think
Sure.
I may have seen it, or at least part of it.
Yeah, because you read it and you're like, oh, time travel's cool. And then
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck's this all about? Why does he have a dead daughter? Why is he trying to go back to 1985.
That's Back to the Future.
They talk about Back to the Future in the movie. Oh, no, he's in 1985, and he wants to go back to 1982 or something. And they're like, oh, just like the new movie that came out, Back to the Future.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. It's stupid, but I don't know. It was all right.
It's stupid, but it was all right.
Definitely don't waste your time. I'll just tell you.
Unless you have time to waste.
Yeah, unless you're like me, because then waste away. You know what I mean?
Have at it.
You're not wasting away, man. It's a fat joke.
Woo, fat joke. Hey, that's all I did.
So no one played Ghostwire Tokyo yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Is it free?
No, it just came out, so it's the opposite of free.
Then no.
It's the opposite of free.
If it just came out, what is this, Xbox? Get out of
Yeah. Oh, burn.
here. Shots fired. Pew, pew, pew. Those are shots getting fired. That's what that sound is.
Ding.
They're scared.
Welcome, world.
That one was
Anyway.
a ricochet.
That takes us in video game news / stuff.
Oh my God, what's happening today in the video news? Video
World.
game news world.
Yeah.
So, big news. Kingdom
Nailed it.
Hearts 4 was announced.
What? Sick.
No date or anything yet. They just said it's announced and it's coming.
They said, we're working on it. Hold your pants on.
I don't know where it's going to go now. Guess we'll just have to play every Kingdom Hearts again before it comes out.
Yeah, you got to figure it out, man.
Oh, they'll release them again. Probably like PlayStation 5 ones, so I'll just play them all again.
Upgraded, yeah.
Maybe I'll have a PlayStation 5 by then.
Doubt it.
Probably not.
Doubt it. Good luck. I'm trying to get myself a second disc space one. See how
Fuck
it
you.
I need one for my bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, we got the living room upstairs. We're gonna put in a living room downstairs too. I'm throwing down with 2 living rooms, guys. It's kind of a big deal.
So I've heard.
So,
I'm gonna shit
yeah.
in
So
one.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming. Obviously, Dr. Scientist is gonna play all of them and give us a huge update.
Oh, yeah.
I'll for a couple straight weeks, I'll pick Kingdom Hearts games when I'm up.
I'm just gonna watch like a 15-minute summary video on YouTube.
Hey, you ain't gonna find a 15-minute one.
The shortest one's like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, that's just Kingdom Hearts 1.
I know. Ugh.
Jesus Christ, it's a big
Scaring
world.
me now.
Lots of properties going. Now the rest, all I got is rumors. Really.
All right.
You know we love rumors. That's what we live for.
Shoot them this way.
I'm gonna go from worst to best.
Wait,
Your opinion.
Oh,
worst is usually the best, though.
fair, but I really think I'm gonna catch you off guard with this last one.
All right.
So there's a rumor going around. There's a possible remake of Tomb Raider 1 incoming,
I hope it's 8-bit.
like the OG original 90s,
I hope you could do the handstand, climb up the rock thing.
and then do the swan dive into the rocks and break your neck.
Yeah. Oh, that's the greatest.
Or shoot a dinosaur. So it was announced that the next Tomb Raider game was in development. They didn't say which one it was, but there's a next one coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are gathering this is a remake of the first one because the new logo that they put out for the franchise was almost identical to the original one.
That's a leap
That's
to me.
not a yet.
It's got people talking. And hey, didn't I say it's going to be worst first, then the best?
That's fair.
So,
Now we know
Little
what worst
thin.
means.
Yeah.
but if they remake Tomb Raider 1 as the next Tomb Raider game, you guys both have to buy it and play it.
No.
I'll play it again. I like the first one.
Well, at least someone's a good sport. Jesus.
I don't even have enough time to play the games I want.
I'll just
that I
tell you
bought.
guys I'll play. Remember fucking Leisure Suit Larry? Yeah. I never played that.
Yet, people. Yet. One day we'll get a Patreon started just so you can get enough money to buy Leisure Suit Larry.
That's fair.
Next one we have is there is a House of the Dead remake that is coming out for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Remember House of the Dead, light gun shooter, arcade?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
We just,
The rumor
We just talked
is
about
that
that
it's
sometimes.
yeah, last week.
Was it last week?
Yep.
awesome. That's completely unrelated. But there's rumors that the game that is coming out for Switch is also going to be on PlayStation because someone reported seeing it published on the PlayStation
Someone?
Network back end.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, probably someone pulling a release schedule from an API, saw it on there, and then they saw that it was coming.
Ooh, House of Dead. Hope it's 3 for the VR.
I would play that. I would play
Yeah,
House
so
of the
would
Dead
I.
on-rail shooter in VR.
I'd buy VR just to play it.
VR 2, man.
Can't wait.
We haven't seen anything about gameplay at all, but they've had a bunch of tech demos, and they had a bunch of like industry people try it,
Yeah.
and apparently everyone's like blown away by how great it is.
Oh, the people they paid to talk about it? Nice.
Exactly.
Well,
The people that keep getting free shit because they're nice to them, they all thought it was great.
I think it's great, PlayStation.
You have to get the free stuff first.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. So, yeah, that is possibly coming to PlayStation Network. Now, if this is true,
Oh,
Oh, man.
it could be one of the best games of all time.
all
Teenage
right.
Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Better. So there's talks of a video game being made at the company Motorsports Games. It is a hybrid of wrestling and NASCAR. I hope this is real. Probably someone taking a piss, as the English say, but it's supposedly NASCAR drivers fight each other like a WWE fight.
What the fuck? Why would anybody want to play that?
Yeah.
It's probably not a real game, but I thought that was hilarious. The thought of like Dale Earnhardt Jr. fighting Jeff Gordon would be,
I would be pretty
People
neat.
have just come in their pants.
yeah.
I was thinking like base wars, like where you try to pass them, and if you go to pass them, you have to
you get
fight.
like a little fight?
Yeah, see who wins the.
They cut to a quick cut scene of you like...
Yeah.
Motorsports Games, like, pay attention over here. I'd play that. Well, let's just get another goddamn Base Wars. Didn't we talk about Base Wars was in the news not too long ago?
No, we keep talking about base wars.
It's never
We're
the
putting
news.
Base Wars into the universe. And thusly in the news. But yeah, so how many copies would you buy, Dr. Scientist?
Base wars? Probably one.
No,
No, NASCAR fighter.
Oh. Well, let me finish all the games I have first and get back to you with a number.
If it's in like a ring with the ropes.
It would have to be in like an oval, like a racetrack.
Oh, wow.
That's
That
a
would,
good
that would
one.
be 2D. You could just do.
That's sick.
The infield, that's what they call it.
Yeah. You get to
No, I was
fight
thinking of like the track part. But.
get to fight different infields. I was fighting Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah,
at
here's
Pocono,
Pocono.
man.
Yeah, whoa. One of my buddies passed out right in that corner.
If you hit enough people or if you bump enough people, then you have a mini game where you're the pit crew fighting each other.
Oh, nice.
What, like Dale Earnhardt takes a punch to the face and he goes to the side and the pit crew's there with pouring Gatorade in his mouth, one of those big jugs they use for gas tanks.
I was thinking more that they were still racing and the pit crew took offense, so they started a fight.
Well,
But hey, there's no bad ideas. We're just pitching here. We're just pitching.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we just give away gold on this podcast.
I swear.
We want a cut of that Motorsports Games if you make it like Base Wars. But that's all I got for video game news / stuff.
Ooh.
So how about we get into it? How about we get into this fucking quote unquote game?
What are you talking about? This is a beautiful piece of art.
It's something.
It is the game where we ask the question, is this game a slam dunk or is it an air ball?
Oh, shit.
Man, you were waiting. You picked this game just so you could say that, didn't you?
It's called Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn.
Ooh.
So everyone that was involved with this game says it was a sequel to Shaq Fu, and every other person who's not involved with this game says clearly this is a remaster, remake, reboot.
Oh, is this what the first one was like?
No, the first one was like a fighting game. It was just
That's what I thought.
like Mortal
Okay.
Kombat. So Jesus Christ, it was released June 5th, 2018,
Damn.
which may be the most recent game. No, I think we did.
Quiet Man's probably before that, closer to that.
Ugh.
Either way, it looked good.
Number one song in the country. You guys aren't gonna get it. It's "Nice for What" by Drake.
It's nice for what?
Exactly. That's the name of the song.
I don't understand it.
It's a song called "Nice for What." Doesn't matter. Number one movie in the country. I'm trying to think. It's a heist movie.
Ocean's 10.
You're so close. What was the all-female version?
That's what I thought it was. Ocean's
8.
8.
But
Wow.
yes, you did have it. I'll give it to you.
All right.
This day in history, 1965, "Wooly Bully" by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs hits number 2 on the Billboard charts.
Number 2.
Wooly bully.
Dude, one day, go look up the lyrics to that song. It is nonsense. And there is some wild Pharaoh cultural appropriation going on. But it was 1965, so it was fine.
Yeah.
It was released for PC, Switch, PlayStation 4, and the Xbone, developed by Big D's Productions, and
Yeah,
published
that's why
by
you picked the game.
Mad Dog Games. It is a single-player, side-scrolling beat-em-up. Oh, I picked it, so
Yeah.
you guys just want me to get into this?
Yeah, why don't you tell us all about
You
Shaq?
picked this trash.
Trash is oh.
So just to give you guys an idea of where your head is at when this game first starts, I'm talking about the listeners. Obviously, you guys know what's up. But the first line of the game, the first 2 lines.
Oh my god.
My story is convoluted and full of holes, so pay attention. It begins in the land of dragons, legends, and General Tso's chicken.
Yeah,
Which,
racist right off the bat.
Right off the bat. And I'm pretty sure General Tso's chicken was not invented in China.
Oh, you might want to look that up.
But General Tso is from China.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
But the fried chicken version we've created is strictly American. Who
So
would've thought?
hungry for that right now.
It's fucking great. I'm not saying it's not great. No one said that. Yeah, so then they give us this whole revisionist history of what Shaq's backstory is.
Oh, that's so...
Oh.
Yeah, please go off, sir.
No.
No, yeah, listen.
It's just... I can't even describe it.
What are you talking about? He didn't have a life like Moses?
He was an orphan named Shaq Fei Hong, was found by a Chinese woman floating down a river in a basket, Bible style.
Yeah, exactly.
When he was a little kid, he was tormented because of his size, because he was way huger than everybody else, and we're supposed to believe that he had no friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I know what that's like.
So then, the village elder named Yi Yi takes him under his wing and teaches him the art of Wu Xing.
Yes.
So I wanted to see how racist this game was, because it's obviously pretty racist. But Wu Xing is actually a real thing. It refers to the 5 phases of the moon, and it's usually translated as the 5 phases. This is all from Wikipedia.
So it's got to be right.
It's got to be right.
Wikipedia doesn't lie.
It's a conceptual scheme that explains like a wide variety of phenomenon, from cosmic cycles to the interaction between internal organs with the 5 phases of the moon, such as fire, water, wood, metal, or earth.
Okay.
So it's garbage astrology is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like a bullshit catch-all. That's really what it is.
You're really going to alienate the Wu Xing guys.
And I'm sorry for our Wu Xing listeners. They used it incorrectly in this game. We're just reporting it. So in real life, Shaq was actually grown up. He grew up as an army brat. He went to high school and flew to Germany. And then at 16, he came back to El Paso, Texas. Went to LSU for 4 years. Was drafted number 1 overall by the Orlando Magic.
That sounds more believable, yeah. They're similar, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he ended up in a basket at LSU. I was listening.
Yeah.
And he was also in the movie Blue Chips. We all remember that.
Oh, yeah. He was mentioned in the movie Basketball.
Thank you for that addition, Chump Slap. We love your drop-ins. So, okay. They said that he grew like the wild bamboo on the sunny side of Mount Xing Xing, which isn't real. They made it up, and which is sad because there's like a billion mountains in China you could have picked that were real.
Seriously.
But anyway, Yi Yi trained him to become a master in the town of, and every time I heard this, I just felt bad for myself and for the writers. The town is called Hung Lo.
Well, they did it on purpose.
Yes,
The writers, you shouldn't feel bad for those writers.
No, you should. It's such a bad joke.
You're right. I feel embarrassed for them.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. So basically, Yi trained him to be strong and a force for positive change. And we start with Shaq pulling him in a rickshaw or a wheelbarrow, I guess. Oh, no, he's a rickshaw driver.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
right.
rickshaw
That's his
driver.
job.
He's just a poor rickshaw driver.
Weren't you listening?
Says it 3 or 4 times.
So Shaq's whining and saying, well, when can I use my powers? And then there's an explosion in the town, and Yi says, well, right about now.
But
straining not
in
to
a
say
worse
the accent.
accent.
In a really bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, clearly a white guy doing breakfast at Tiffany's. So then Shaq says, what in the name of Wu Tong Shen is going on here?
You don't need to quote him word for
Yes,
word.
he does. That's great.
The Wu Tong Shen are a group of 5 sinister deities from the southern region of China. Their cult began in the Tang Dynasty and are usually depicted as one-legged demons.
Boom. So it makes sense.
Okay.
And then you start fighting through the town, and Yi says the one line, this game kind of has real bad humor. It's supposed to be topical, but it's like 10 years too late topical, which you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like there was only a few moments where it was self-referential, but Yi in one moment goes, I didn't teach you all those moves so I could get my wrinkly ass kicked, which I thought was a fun
Yeah.
moment. Said in a super racist accent. But so you fight through the mountainside. Shaq keeps asking what's happening. He says he'll explain, but I'm not the guy you think I am.
Which is weird because he doesn't really ever explain exactly.
He says what he is.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, why didn't you just say that from the beginning? Because it's not. Whatever.
Oh, yeah,
it's
why
not that big of a
Yeah.
bomb drop here, you know?
True.
And then there's a horrible gay joke about Shaq doing high kicks. So it's, you know.
There's a lot of them in this.
Yeah. Yeah, which was cool in 2004.
It wasn't
Actually,
cool
it was
then
never
either.
Cool, but
Yeah.
we used it a lot in 2004. So there's like Yi tells Shaq he's a guardian of mankind. He doesn't go too into it yet, but there's a Jenny Craig joke, which is terrible.
Yeah, that aged well.
They're just bad. But the one joke I thought was good. There was one good joke in here.
I must have missed it.
That's fine, because it takes some context. So the game wasn't going to happen, and they had an Indiegogo to raise money for the game, and they like barely got over what it would have cost.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a moment where Shaq goes, "Why do you keep running off when I'm trying to fight Yi?" And Yi says, "We didn't raise enough money on Indiegogo for my combat animations." And I'm like, that was good. That was a good joke. I'll give him that one.
I got one that was decent too. It was just something Shaq says. He's just like breaking crates, and he's just like, "Oh, I hate crates." I thought it was funny.
That's the best thing you could find in the game.
It was the least racist thing.
He has a couple good ones, like, "Oh, my nuts."
Yeah.
He also says the juice is loose.
Yeah, that's... Aren't those gushers?
I thought it was OJ.
Yeah, so did I. It's the OJ thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know.
There's also a bunch of ad product placement for Shaq endorsed products like Icy Hot.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny because you find Icy Hot, it heals you up.
Yeah, and Gold Bond.
And fucking Gold Bond, yeah. But anyway, so moving on to try and get this done as fast as we possibly can. He keeps fighting through the town. While he's fighting, he mentions that every 1,000 years, the Chinese god of death, Yen Lo Wan, tries to break out of hell to destroy the world.
Mm-hmm.
And Yen Lo Wang is actually real. And Yi says, to summarize this, have you seen Avenger or Ghostbuster? Someone wants to take over the world, just go with it.
Yes.
So even the game's too lazy to actually have its own story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because he would have known this was happening if it happens every 1,000 years. He would have known it was coming up.
Yeah.
A limo shows up. Frizzle gets out with two ladies on his arms.
Mm-hmm.
So this is supposed to be Chris Brown.
Oh, is that who it was?
I believe so. That's what the wiki says.
Okay.
Because Shaq did say previously in another instance that he doesn't hit women.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
So I guess it's a dig at Chris Brown.
I thought he was calling that guy a woman.
I don't think so. I think he was...
No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
what you're
the
saying.
women enemies showed up, and he's like, I'm not hitting women. It's like, no, they're evil or taking over or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's... So they do these like anime cutscenes, which like the art style's pretty great. Like I was fine with them.
Good.
It looked good. The detail, the lines and such weren't great. But there's a joke here that I have to mention. I'm not going to mention every joke, just the ones that are really appropriate.
That's every joke.
Guan Yu will finish you off, so says Frizzle. That is the actual Chinese god of war. And Shaq goes, he better have big hands.
Should I feel bad for laughing? I mean,
Yeah, you should.
whatever.
And you beat Frizzle to
With
death.
your big hands.
With your big
And your
jacket
size
on.
22.
Shoe, yes. So you have it's also one of your moves where you slam the shoe down from the sky because you know he's Shaq. He got famous for big feet.
Yeah.
So he tells you that Guan Yu is the chief lieutenant of Yen Lo Wang. Then Shaq shits all over the dragon costume that he made himself.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. And then Shaq comes across with his first upgrade, which he turns him into Shaq Diesel. There's a drug testing joke. That's the power up of the game. But anyway, you move on and you fight Arthur O'Deal, which is supposed to be like robot Trump.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's supposed to be Donald Trump. He's a mech controlled by like a puppet, a literal puppet.
Okay.
Man, there's so much social commentary I missed in this.
Well, he says you've been filled with excrement from 8 decades, so he's super mad about everything. It doesn't matter. You kill him, but in the fight, Yi actually dies as he's trying to hawk Gold Bond.
Oh, yes. He takes a laser. Right?
Exactly. And then he has like a death scene, and then he dies. And then this is where the game actually, we figure out what the fuck's actually going on, and it turns out that the whole plan was for Yenlo Wang to weaken the intellect of the people of Earth to make them easier to conquer. So he sent demons to Earth disguised as celebrities who brainwashed the people into moronic subservience.
This is the part that I think is true.
Maybe Yenlo Wang is doing this.
Yeah.
And Shaq can save us all. But you have to find all these celebrities and kill them. And the first one, Shaq goes on a boat, leaving Hung Lo to find Babyface, which I thought was the rapper Babyface, and I thought that's a weird fight. Or I guess he's not really a rapper, is he? He's like more of an R&B singer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he is.
But Babyface in the game is supposed to be Justin Bieber.
Oh, I couldn't figure out who that was either.
I had no idea they were supposed to actually be actual people.
Yeah, it makes it worse somehow.
Yeah.
The way the humor is presented in all these moments, it's trying to make fun and poke fun at the celebrity, but it's like the way that those really bad parody movies like Meet the Spartans.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the whole joke is, look at this, remember this? Fucking great, right? Anyway, let's move on. Not like Scary Movie. Well, that one didn't age super well.
Yeah.
Airplane?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's
All
not
right.
that perfectly aged either. But
It's aged to perfection.
Better? I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Airplane. I might be blowing up my own spot here.
I don't know.
But in this game, Babyface had been deported from the United States, and it just said by popular demand. So I guess enough people wanted him out.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he started a sugar plantation in Africa.
Makes sense.
But then the most racist part of the game happens where you meet the enemy,
Oh, yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Sugar Slinger. And I feel bad describing this.
As you should.
you picked it. You have to.
Oh, God. So it's a black man with braided hair with a huge tank of grape soda on his back, saying, it was unbelievable this is in a game ever. Nevertheless, in 2018. Go look it up. I'm done talking about it.
That's fair.
What does he say? I don't remember.
I didn't even, on purpose, I didn't write down anything he said. But it's not great. So, moving on. I just have in my note, holy fuck.
Oh, I stopped writing stuff down.
You get to a glowing orb where Justin Bieber's hanging out only in his underwear, and you tell him the whole story about how you're there to kill him, and he puts on, obviously he does the Justin Bieber move where he puts on some kind of mech costume that is a double-barrel chicken launcher to fight you.
Classic Bieber.
Yeah.
Because I think he's also part chicken somehow.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's a social commentary.
It's deep.
And then they go into like a dancing Parappa the Rappa style minigame for some reason.
Yeah, some type of rhythm game.
Which, I mean, sure. So you punch him in the guts till he dies. After that is when he notices a birthmark on you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a theme moving forward.
Didn't they say something about it in the beginning also?
I believe they did, but I didn't mark it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, when he picks you up from the river boat.
Yeah, it's just,
The river bath.
But, you know, it's a birthmark he had his whole life.
Yeah.
You kill Bieber, and then after he's dead, Candy comes on the screen.
Oh,
Candy is
Jesus
supposed to be
Christ.
Paris Hilton.
Really?
I
I
thought
believe
Diamond
so.
was Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, then who was Candy?
Candy was the
I
one
write that
whose butt ate tacos.
Yeah. You don't get... She's not there yet. You have to find
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
You're looking for her now.
It's okay. You can mix up these characters.
Yeah.
I suppose it truly doesn't matter, right?
No. But you do fight after you take a private jet to California or whatever.
Candy is supposed to be Kim Kardashian.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
She also notices the birthmark over the video, and you are on your way, so you briefly learn how to just fly fucking Bieber's jet.
Yeah. Just in passing, he's like, I quickly read the private jet manual.
Yeah.
Like, I read the private jet manual, and now I'm flying away.
I mean, that's kind of, if it's meant to be like a dig on video games, how people can do everything, I guess it's all right.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's that deep.
It was funny. It was a little funny.
Well, I love how he just learns very quickly how to fly a plane, and that's not the most ridiculous way he travels in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
He sees on social media that Candy is in Los Angeles at some place called Doc Johnston's workshop getting her ass molded.
Doesn't Anonymous tell you that? Like you get an email from Anonymous.
Yeah.
And he's like, we found her. Here she
Oh, yeah,
is.
they do. Well, a little bit later, they hack his phone and tell him where Candy was, and she's in Bel Air.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you're fighting through L.A., and it looks like 90s Hollywood stereotypes, like a gym douche.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just I don't know who this game was for. It's doing like 3 different generations of fucking pop culture jokes. That are all
MAGA
bad.
people.
MAGA people.
I don't
Like
think so.
MAGA 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
And then a woman named Diamond shows up. This is the Paris Hilton analog. And Shaq says he always knew that she was a demon. And like, when was the last time Paris Hilton was relevant about anything?
No, he makes
Couldn't
a
even tell you.
Paris Hilton porno joke here too.
Does he? I missed that one, but
He's like, I knew you were a demon when I saw your eyes were glowing. She's like, no, that was fucking night vision.
Yeah.
I didn't even pick that one up. All right, great. A porno sex tape joke. Great. But then you get a ride to Bel Air after Anonymous tells you that that's where Candy is. You get a ride from Biker Santa,
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then you hit the icy hot power up. This is where you find one of those. And you work your way to Candy, and she's trying to feed a taco to her ass, right?
Yeah.
You got that right.
Maybe she becomes a whole monster whose, I guess, main portion torso is a butt. Kind of like Meatwad.
entirely
If
a
Meatwad
butt.
was a butt.
There's nothing else there.
Yeah.
There's some appendages, right? There's
Yeah,
a
she has
butt and
feet
arms.
and shit.
You're right. She has feet and shit.
So you defeat the butt monster and you ask it, who's my real mother? And you don't get an answer. So Shaq's looking over the city. He doesn't know what to do next. He has no leads. He uses Gold Bond to then summon the spirit of Yi Yi. So he asks Yi Yi's ghost who his mother is. Says he doesn't know, but something tells me by the end of the game you'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh, foreshadowing.
So next thing you get tasked with is that there's another obelisk near Fiji.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, fuck it, I guess I'll go there. And then out of nowhere, this woman wearing a jetpack crashes into the fucking retaining wall next to him. And he's like, oh, sweet, a jetpack. But he makes I think this is supposed to be maybe like
Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan. That's what I thought too. Like when a child actress falls so far or something like that.
Yeah. It was definitely someone who was going through a bad time whenever this was written.
Yeah.
So it's cool to make fun of him.
Yeah,
That was cool.
exactly.
Really cool.
It's probably the least offensive thing they did in this game.
Right?
So then you take a jetpack to Fiji. And that's not even the most ridiculous thing. The next thing is that the whole island is overrun with fascists.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are Nazis in this game for some reason.
Because why not?
I'm sure it's a social commentary we just don't get.
Probably we're just not high-minded enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you fight through, and you get to the end where you fight Benedict Fender, who is shitting in an outlet or an outhouse outlet. There's a TP joke in there somewhere, and this is supposed to be Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Mel Gibson, Benedict Fender.
What? Oh, Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson Fender.
Fender.
I'm sure there's a
guitar.
Benedict and Mel in there somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Eggs Mel. That's another popular breakfast dish. Thank you. Someone laughed at it. Good. Thanks.
I didn't. Why did you laugh?
It was funny, dude. It was.
All right.
We'll put a poll on the subreddit. Is the egg joke funny? Yes or no? I'm actually fine with them taking shots at Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Fuck him. Like, who
I didn't
cares?
know who it was supposed to be, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get any of these except for the last one.
Well, I got fucking Paris Hilton, too.
I didn't even think I got that. Anyway, you defeat him, Benedict Fender. You ask him where your mother is. No, sorry. You ask him where Yenlo Wang is, and then Benedict says she's waiting for you, and Shaq is like, she? What? So his spirit goblin of Benedict Fender goes into a cave, and you follow it.
Mm-hmm.
His spirit goblin.
That's what I called it. So you find cave paintings that have your picture and a whole bunch of shit from Hung Lo. So he freaks out as rocket launches. There's a whole bunch of rockets launching from the island.
Yeah.
And they were in the background the whole time.
It's like depicting the end of Hung Lo as we know it.
Exactly. So then, as time goes on, he's sitting on the beach, doesn't know what to do. Yi Yi comes to him as a ghost again and says, you know, you're part of this order that's there to protect mankind. We have some pretty powerful allies. And then fucking a whale that I assume is Michael Moore.
Yeah, it had to be.
Which
Doesn't even make sense.
I don't
No.
think we have enough time to unpack what this means. But the whale that looks like Michael Moore, that's called Seymour Prophecy, gives you a ride back to Hung Lo, and then says it's all up to you now.
Mm-hmm.
So now Shaq is back in his hometown of Hung Lo. It's all destroyed, And then I started thinking, was this like a decoy just to get him out of town? Like all this other bullshit?
Whoa! Slow down there.
But I'm like, the game's not that
It
smart.
might be. It might be.
I don't know.
Well, he does talk to the game designer here.
Yeah, this is where he fights the demon banshees. And then there's a moment where you talk to what I think is a Russian game designer.
It was a very ambiguous.
Ambiguous Eastern European Western Russia accent. But yeah, I thought that was fucking stupid.
It was.
And you got like the Shaq Diesel outfit, you got a new track playing on the thing. So you're destroying portals, because there are portals in this game, just like the last one. And you meet Destiny. That's her human name, but she's actually Yenlo Wang. This is supposed to be Madonna.
Oh, really?
Why the fuck would you bring Madonna into it? Whatever.
I
Don't even
know.
answer. Don't
I'm
even
so
answer.
confused. I'm so confused. Because the whole story is like, she adopted a whole bunch of babies, and you were one of them. She called them PR babies.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she was in China, she learned of the prophecy, and she saw the birthmark and how Shaq would be the end of her. And then she throws him out in the ocean.
Plus, she said he was the rent. He was the runt.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So Seymour Prophet actually ended up saving him, getting him to Hung Lo, and that's why he was found by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But when was it? Is fucking Madonna known for adopting 40 kids? And if so,
I'm sure she
when did
adopted
that?
them, but I don't.
Like 2000? Like when was
Yeah,
this reference
seriously.
made?
It doesn't.
What did Madonna ever do to anybody in the last 20 years? She's doing her own thing.
I have no idea.
Seriously.
I think she owns a record company.
That's possible.
She's making money. She doesn't need to work again. She's fucking Madonna.
Yeah.
It doesn't excuse
real.
why they even brought her up in this, but
No, it does not. But let's just finish this up.
We're almost there.
You call her a struggling pop star trying to stay relevant, which again, a joke from
20 years ago.
2001.
well, it's weird that Shaq's making that joke.
Well, Shaq's still prominent, dude.
He's still on TV.
Still on ESPN, yeah.
So she has an attack called Hot Flashes, which was just tasteless.
Yes, very
You
much
end up
so.
defeating her as a huge diamond. She says she'll be back. Shaq says something about we Chinese, and then he brings up General Tso's chicken again.
And he says, deep down, I was always just a poor Chinese rickshaw driver.
Which I think is supposed to be like the line from The Jerk, right? Like that's supposed to be a reference to that.
Okay.
Wow, bring that one out in 20
guess.
years.
Yeah, I was raised like a poor black child or whatever,
Yeah.
the famous line that Steve Martin did.
That makes sense. Not really.
Does it?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I see what they were going for, but it wasn't a good reference or a clever reference.
No.
Again, it was like, hey, look at that. Wasn't that moment in that movie really funny? I'm glad we reminded you about that. Now laugh for us, please.
Yes.
So fucking Shaq heads back to the village. He's there. Totally fine now. Like, he's now a human again.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, you did great. You wrapped it up. But there's one more demon. And he shows him a cell phone, and it's clearly Kanye West.
This one I got because that one was basically looked exactly
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah, there was no, like, legal attempt to make him different. It was Kanye West in a cartoon form. And it's such a great setup for the sequel that hopefully never fucking happens, because holy shit.
Yeah. Good pick,
What are you
Poppascotch.
talking about? This game was great.
I'm blown away.
That was made in
this-
2018 is what
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
shocking part.
Yeah, if you said this was from 2002,
Well, not really because it was MAGA America. But
I don't think that's anything to do with MAGA. MAGA's never playing a Shaq game.
yeah, but it lowers the values of everyone else.
I just don't know who this game is. You know what?
I don't think you're supposed to know.
Let's just take it into final thought.
Start with Chump Slap today.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys want to hear this.
All right, Chump Slap.
What's
I got
up?
some questions for you.
Bring them on.
Unless you want to do it, Dr.
No, I like hearing you do it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you
Scientist is
for-
scared. He doesn't want the truth.
Okay. Did watching this video make you want to slam this game home?
Mm.
Did the story work for you? Was it a complete kick off the dome?
Ooh.
What score do you think you'd give it out of 27 stars, referring to the 27 pillars of Rome? I don't think
You
that.
might as well make up
I
shit
was like,
too.
oh, is
Yeah.
that a thing? Okay, sure.
Might as well make up things to fit into the rhyming scheme. Why not?
Now, the game certainly did.
Did I want to play it after watching this? You know, I kind of did. No, I didn't. It's it's real repetitive combat. Seemed boring. I mean, the animation was really nice, and the jokes just.
Yeah, the animations, like the anime stuff that they did, and like the cutscene, like they were great.
The actual
They looked
gameplay
great.
looked really good too.
The gameplay looked very sharp.
Yeah,
But it was, from everything I read, it was super repetitive.
yeah. I mean, I liked how they made the final level, how they put enemies from the whole game just by like putting portals in there. It's like, oh, this is a way that we can put all the enemies in the final levels. You know what I mean?
It makes a lot more sense than like the Streets of Rage style where they just kept
Yeah,
piling on random enemies from level 1.
exactly. It made sense at least, and I was like, oh, that's. Well, you did something decent there, guys.
I commend your ability to find one good thing about it.
I almost hate him for it.
All right, how'd the story work for me? It was a story of a man saving humanity the only way he knew how, through his tireless kung fu training.
Well, you're shining the turd there, and
It's
Not gonna lie.
It's a story for the ages. But it was weak. I mean, obviously it was just a guy who had to stop a demon from taking over the earth. And how did he do that? Just by streets of raging through levels and beating bosses. That didn't make any sense. It didn't have anything to do with. Well, I guess they were the celebrities that were trying to dumb down America.
yeah, I think that's the commentary they were making.
Yeah. But yeah, it was.
What's it, like you don't put one fucking YouTube star, like make it relevant at all.
Yeah.
Like you could have put Jake Paul's ass instead of Justin Bieber's, and it would have made.
But I
so
don't know
much
how
more
long
sense.
it took them to make the game, you know?
Still,
That doesn't
yeah.
happen to okay.
Well, it could have been like 5 years in development. Who the fuck knows? I have no idea.
I think that's fair, and I would agree with you if like one of the celebrities was a
Wasn't
little
relevant,
dated.
yeah.
But they were all like from 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean Madonna was in it.
I didn't think that was Madonna. I don't know who
It
I
was
thought
supposed to
was.
be
Okay.
Madonna analog.
But anyway, the story worked at a basic level. And the racism and dick jokes, I hate to say it, but it worked a little bit. I enjoyed watching the video just because I was like, oh, what the fuck are they going to say next? You know, it was okay.
It's like the same reason you watch
Howard Stern.
a train wreck.
Yeah,
You're like, holy shit, where's this gonna go?
Yeah, I
I
was
can't
like-
take my eyes off it
exactly.
in a bad way.
I thought there might be one or two funny things said, and there were maybe two. Anyway, we're getting off the rails here. I'll just go straight to the score. I gave it a 2.
Okay.
I'll have to give it a 2 just because it was a story. No, I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3. Because I like Shaq, and I can't believe they got him to say half this shit.
Is it really him?
I
Yeah.
think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
That's even worse.
Exactly.
Wait, I should double check that. I'm 95% sure it is, but before we blow him up.
Yeah, it could have just been someone who sounded just like him.
But he's like Arnold, man. He's got a stubborn accent.
Yeah.
I will look it up.
Well,
Yeah,
either
what was
way.
you saying?
I gave it a 3.
3. That's out of 27 stars, everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a story. It did have a beginning and an end, and it had a lot of character.
Yes, that was his voice, and man, he's been in a lot of video games.
Yeah, I knew that, but
That's a detail for another thing. Let's see what Dr. Syintist has to say about this game.
Yeah. Let's see, Syintist.
Let's tag team this one. I'll start.
Okay.
Then you get a chump slap. Then I'll take us home.
Sounds good.
oh, he's always good on the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Syintist.
Mm-hmm.
Did watching this movie make you want to buy this disc?
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, you do the second part.
was the story as good as I think it is?
And what score out of 27 stars you think you'll piss? Nailed it. It's always the
I
piss
think
at the end.
fucking
Yeah.
killed it, man.
Would I play it? No, I'm not a huge fan of beat 'em up games,
Mm-hmm. That's the only reason.
especially non-complex combat like this looked like.
Button mashing only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the story work for me? Well, it is about some guy who's trying to save the world from celebrities, but it was pretty trash. I mean, you got to get past all the misogyny and racism and just plain old bigotry. That being said, I mean, it's still better than The Quiet Man. So
boy.
I'll give it 1 star.
Jesus, come on.
I don't even know if it deserves that, but it's definitely better than The Quiet Man.
Poor Shaq, man.
Poor Shaq.
Yeah, canceled. He's going to lose all his money now because of his shit game he made about racism.
All the money he made in college playing ball.
Everybody knows it.
Shaq made his money in college. Everybody knows that. Which I think they're getting Blue Chips and Shaq's real life confused.
I don't know.
That makes it funnier.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's a trash game. Don't ever play it.
Don't ever play it. That's a 1 from Dr. Syintist.
Wow. Harsh. But fair.
I thought that was better than it deserved. Anyway, Poppascotch, what about you? Would you pop in this disc?
Would you did the story work for your dick? That doesn't even rhyme with disc.
No. Now I don't even know what to do. How many stars you give it?
Okay. Jesus. So, did the story make me want to play the game? No, it made me want to play it a billion times less. I didn't know anything about the story when I picked this. I was like, oh, they made a sequel to Shaq Fu. It's probably bad because I haven't heard anything about it.
Mm.
But I was like, you know what? Let's check it out. It's probably like, kooky and fun and has some dad jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was kooky.
Man, I was wrong. It is super racist, super sexist, super misogynist. Not the worst any game has ever been, but certainly worse than any game that ever came out in 2018.
That's fair.
It's definitely not the most misogynist game we've ever done. I mean, any of these shooters from the early 2000s are probably worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say it was the most misogynist. It's probably the most racist.
I suppose it's not a contest. Let's not do that digging for people who want the... You know what? All right.
Yeah.
Story's bad. The video did not make me want to play it. I thought anything that would have positively affected the score of this game had to do with the animation style, the gameplay, which was also still bad, and just, I mean, the animation, the look of it was fun, but that's it. And also the look of it was also racist because when he's going through Hung Lo, there's just fucking laundry machines everywhere. Get it? Because of laundromats.
Oh, I didn't
It's
even
like,
see
Jesus
that.
Christ.
You don't really have to dig into the background to find the racism in it.
No, you're right. You're right. That might have been completely unintentional for all we know. You know what? That answers the question. The video didn't make me want to play it. The story worked for me. The celebrity bashing was extremely old, outdated, a billion jokes we've heard a billion times. Don't know why we got to drag out Madonna again, especially since, even if she was adopting children as a PR stunt, she still fucking adopted children and gave them a good life.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe don't shit on her about that, but unless she came out and was on a hot mic saying, oh, I don't even know who these kids are, I just have them for photos, that'd be pretty awful, but pretty sure Madonna didn't do that.
Yeah, definitely remember something like that.
But all the references, all the digs, all the jabs were 10 years old at a minimum. Paris Hilton hasn't been the symbol of celebrity dumbness for 15 years.
Yeah, I don't even know
It's just
who
beating
it
a
would be
dead...
now.
All these jokes have been done. It's just bad. The story didn't work for me. What would I score it? It did have a narrative that moved forward, even if it was via fucking jetpacks and fucking planes you just learned to fly, and Justin Bieber analog with a double barrel chicken shooting. I'm giving it a 2.
All right.
And I don't ever want to talk about this game ever again.
All right.
It was so bad, guys.
Here we go.
Yeah.
For a
I'm
total
sorry.
of 6.
I don't really say this, but I'm sorry.
Hey, I didn't regret watching it.
I did a little, but now I know enough to tell people to stay the fuck away from this thing.
Fair.
But, now that it's on our podcast, obviously, they're going to sell out on eBay because we're so popular. And, everyone
I'm
wants
going to buy
it.
a copy.
Luckily, I did buy mine before we aired this episode.
Did you really?
I did. I really did.
Nice.
I also bought a copy of Parasite Eve, too.
Really?
You found one?
Yeah, but it was a reasonable price considering, and we were talking about, I don't know if we were talking about it on air or off air, but I did pick up a copy.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
That's an actual good game. So let's just fucking blow past this, and we'll go into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Classic 90s Album Lock.
If there was a time for albums, it was the 90s. Yeah.
Perfect. Every week, we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed amazing 90s album recommendation, and he has never let us down. This week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us?
I'm almost embarrassed to put this game with this album.
Hey, it's not your fault, man.
Yeah, the album.
It's mine, and I'm sorry. I apologized already.
Is it Shaq's rap album?
Oh, you got it. Released March 24th, 1992.
92. Mm-hmm.
Wait, was that Shaq's rap album?
No.
All right. This is the group's debut album, which they won Best New Artist and Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group, which is weird because the album's name comes from the length of time it took them to get the record deal.
Criss Cross?
92?
Maybe. I don't fucking know. What
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
the
that
early
was.
90s were not, I wasn't paying attention yet.
Oh, maybe that might have been 90s. I don't know.
Rap duo, you said.
Rap group or duo.
Oh.
And Best New Artist.
Oh, yeah, I definitely went with duo. You got me there. Boys to Men.
No. I'll let Chump Slap take a guess, and then I'll do the lyric.
I have no idea. I got nothing, man.
All right. Here's the lyric. No one ever knew his name because he's a no one. Never thought twice about spending on an old bum until I had a chance to really get to know one. Now that
Coolio.
Now that I know him, I give him money isn't charity. He gives me some knowledge, I buy him some shoes.
I have no freaking idea.
Rap group or duo? We're going to feel like assholes that we don't know this.
Tribe Called Quest.
No. That's a good guess, though.
Genuine.
No.
I have no idea.
All right.
Outcast.
The album is 3 years, 5 months, and 2 days in the life of Arrested Development.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a great album. I kind of feel bad putting it on Shaq Fu.
It's fine. Wow.
Which album was that?
3 years, 5 months, and 2 days in the life of. It has Mr. Wendell, which is where I
Yeah, that's
from.
what.
People Every Day.
An everyday people.
And their best song, Tennessee.
I've referenced that song so much and nobody gets it. That's the one with like horseshoes.
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember this album at all. It must have been like right before I started paying attention.
It's a fantastic album.
Tennessee.
I mean, it did win Best Artist and Best
Take
Album.
me to another place.
It is a lot more socially conscious than this game is.
I'd say so. Well, what isn't?
Yeah, it's a good point.
But yeah, the whole thing's good. Listen to it. It's a nice southern R&B kind of laid back sound.
Yeah, I remember the song. Now that you're saying them, I remember them, and they sound very chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Go listen to the album 3 years, 5 months, and 2 days in the life of album by Arrested Development.
Right on.
That'll take us then to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Who would win in a fight?
Oh my God, it's such a close fight.
Perfect.
I got nothing.
Every week we ask Chump Slap 3 who would win in a fight questions, 1 from the game we just talked about, 1 from gaming in general, and 1 from history or celebrity, or this week, Celebrity Deathmatch. Sir Chump Slap,
Yeah.
first fight from the game we just discussed. Who would win between Babyface, a.k.a. the Justin Bieber clone,
Okay.
and Yee Yee?
I'd have to go with Yi Yi because Yi Yi is a master of Wu Zhang. And
So we're told. We don't ever see him.
well, he taught Shaq everything he knows. And Shaq killed Babyface
That's a good point.
pretty easily. I mean, Shaq is a bigger dude. I mean, a chicken might fuck up Wee Wee, Yi Yi pretty quickly, but I'm pretty sure he'd hold his own.
You think Yee Yee's got it, huh?
I think so. I think he knows what he's doing. He sees his way around a chicken shooter.
Is that a sentence you ever thought you'd say? Yee Yee would definitely find his way around chicken shooter.
No, I don't think it is, but it's the first time for everything.
Absolutely. How about a fight from gaming in general? How does that sound?
That sounds interesting.
So we're going to fight Batman from the Arkham games. We'll just say Arkham Asylum, the first one,
Okay.
versus Dante from Devil May Cry.
I was thinking Dante from Clerks for some reason.
I'd probably go with Dante because Batman wouldn't kill Dante, and I think Dante wouldn't. He'd just get up eventually and fucking kill Batman.
I mean, Dante's also got demon powers and shit.
Yeah, and he uses guns and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman's He should really kill some people, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you won't have to
He's
fight the same
sneaky, though,
guys
guys.
over and
He's
over again.
Sneaky.
He is sneaky. But no, Dante's got powers. He's fucking pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, there you go. An enthusiastic Dante. All right, one from history, another one from Celebrity Deathmatch like we did last week. Maybe I'll just do these. Who would win a fight between Quentin Tarantino and Spike Lee?
You got to tell us who wins in the fight of the thing afterwards, because I don't remember.
We're going to have to look it up.
I think I still got a tab up here. Let me check it out.
I don't know. I think Quentin Tarantino's probably taller in real life, right? They both seem like, I don't know, like fucking pieces of nothing.
I think Spike Lee's a smaller guy.
Yeah. So I'd have to go with Tarantino just over pure height advantage. But Tarantino looks like he's the kind of guy who would get punched in the face and just fucking collapse.
Yeah.
Like a glass jaw type.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Spike. I don't know. I'll just go with Tarantino because I like his movies
There
better.
you go. Tarantino will win a fight because he makes better movies. And he's 5 years younger than Spike Lee.
Oh, really? There you go. There you go. 5 years younger and pretty much taller, I think.
Well, let's say somebody had a whole bunch of information about Spike Lee's background of, I don't know.
Wu Zhang.
Where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, send that to plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read it. I'll respond. I'll say what's up.
All right, perfect. And if they want to get to us faster on the socials with more swearing, where would they do that, Dr.
At
Scientist?
Plotty Time on Instagram and Twitter, and stop by the Reddit at the Plotty Time subreddit. Yeah.
Yeah, check it out.
Get in that subreddit. Be part of the conversation. You can also go to YouTube, like, subscribe there. Really helps us out. And you can go to plottytime.com. Takes you to our eBay store where you can buy some sweet Plotty Time merch.
Oh, yeah. With the miscolored PlayStation logo.
Nope, it is
I mean,
not.
the Plotty
It is
Time.
not
I mean,
the
the Plotty
PlayStation
Time
logo. It is not. There is no such thing. It's very different. Very different.
They aren't even the
Go buy
same
it.
letters.
It's 100% different.
Go buy it. It's dope. Turkish style is for your moms. We went over this.
Yeah.
That does it for us. So get out there, play some video games, don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time.
Hey.